What's up, Dad? It's Josh. Welcome to Best Dressed Dad. This channel is designed for us as fathers who want to either start dressing better or just keep dressing our best. I got another busy week. I know I said that last time I uploaded a video, but another busy week. My family just got back in town from a road trip out to Iowa to visit some friends. So I'm playing serious catch up on work. I'm just shooting a quick video here in between some meetings, so hopefully you don't mind the informalness of the video. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that I kind of find pretty interesting. You see this a lot on YouTube, a lot on other blogs, but it's everyday carry, EDC. So I think it's interesting what other people view as essential items that they have to have in their pockets at all times. So I thought I'd show you guys my EDC today. A quick side note, a lot of times you'll find things like firearms or knives. I don't know if I want to call those weapons or just maybe self-defense items. You oftentimes will find those in EDC videos or blogs. I'm not going to get into any of that today. I would kind of like to hear from you though, if you're a father and you do carry those kind of items with you, maybe why you do, or the opposite side of the spectrum where you by no means would ever carry those things simply because you have kids. I realize this is kind of a polarizing subject. I'm probably opening a can of worms by asking for feedback, but just curious to hear what you would say now that you're in a stage of life of being a dad. Leave me a comment down below if you do or you don't carry those kind of items in your everyday carry, and let me know why. And also, before we get into the video, just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell next to the subscribe button so you get notifications whenever new videos are posted. Okay, let's get into it. The first item that I carry almost all the time is right here, a good old-fashioned pen. The pen I'm currently carrying is an old classic. It's the Parker Jotter. It's just a ballpoint click pen. This one's like a two-tone color. I kind of like the way it looks. It's really handy to have a pen with you. A lot of times we can just type down notes in our phone or email somebody or whatever, but there's just certain scenarios where you've got to have a pen. You sign a check at lunch or sign a receipt or whatever. Lots of little things that you just need a pen for. I found you kind of look like an idiot if you don't have a pen on you and you need one. So a pen is something I always carry, and one that's slightly nicer as well. Not just, didn't mean to do that. Not just a pen that's kind of random like this that has somebody's advertisement on it. I like to carry one that is a little bit nicer like this one here. So the first item is a pen. The second thing that I have in my pocket at all times is a tissue. I've talked about the importance of having tissues in your pocket in my Messy Kid Essentials video, so I'll link to that down in the description. Having kids, it's very handy to have one for things like runny noses in particular. So tissue is the second thing I always have in my pocket. The third thing or things that I always have in my pocket are Altoid mints. So it's important too to understand that I keep loose Altoids in my pocket. I don't keep them in the tin. It's a little too bulky, a little noisy. I just like to keep them loose in my pocket. I actually read in, it might have been GQ or some other kind of fashion magazine or fashion blog, that Tom Ford, the fashion designer, actually does this as well. So for whatever that's worth, Tom Ford does it too. I drink a lot of coffee throughout the day, and as you know how that is, that can often lead to bad breath. I talk to a lot of people every day for my job, so whenever I'm starting a new conversation, I can pretty easily and discreetly just reach into my pocket, grab a mint, pop it in, and don't have bad breath then when I'm talking to that person. Bad breath can be a huge turnoff for a person that you're talking to. But the other thing too is it can really impact your confidence in a negative way if you know you have bad breath and you can't do anything about it. So I always keep, like I said, a couple, well, it's usually more than a couple, 5 or 6 Altoid mints, wintergreen flavor in particular, in my left pocket at all times, just so I never have to worry about having bad breath. Hi, my name is Josh, and I'm addicted to chapstick. Seriously, the third thing I always have to have in my pocket is Burt's Bees chapstick, specifically in a tin. I don't have the scientific evidence to back this up, but I am 100% sure that my lips no longer make their natural moisturizer. Since about 8th or 9th grade, I have always had chapstick in my pocket, And seriously, like if I can't find it, it becomes a problem. if I lose it, or if, God forbid, forgot to put it in my pocket, which never happens, but I got to have this stuff with me at all times. It's probably more of an addiction thing rather than anything else. I'll just be honest with you. Burt's Bees chapstick in a tin is what I always have to have. I like the tin because it's slim. It's not going to leave a big pocket bulge, which I can't stand bulgy stuff in my pockets. So Burt's Bees chapstick in a tin is the fourth thing in my everyday carry. The fifth thing in my everyday carry is my wallet. Now this wallet in particular, it's pretty old. I've had it for quite some time, but the thing I really like about it is it's got a money clip on the back and just a simple card holder on the front. As I said before, I hate having a bunch of bulky stuff in my pockets. So this is pretty slim in my opinion. It could be slimmer, but this is working for me for right now. Probably something I'd like to upgrade soon. So if you have any suggestions on slim wallets, let me know. Something that I also do frequently is just carry a money clip. I like to have, and this is kind of a segue into the next thing that I always carry, I like to have cash with me, somewhere between $50 to $100 at all times. Sometimes you just have to have cash. You can't pay with a card. Some places give cash discounts if you pay it, like my tailor does, for example, if I pay him in cash rather than on a debit or credit card. So I like to have that with me at all times. So like I said, sometimes I'll just carry a money clip if I know I'm not going to need ID or a credit card or whatever. This is my wallet that I'm currently using, and like I said, another thing that I'll often do is just carry cash in a money clip. I carry two other items with me pretty consistently, one of which is my phone, which I'm recording on right now, so I won't show you that, but it's an iPhone 6S. And the last thing that I always carry or have on me, or wear, I guess you could say, is a wristwatch. Now I have several different watches, just kind of depends on what I'm wearing or what I'm doing that day. That really determines which watch I'm gonna wear. Today I'm wearing this Seiko Diver. They call it the Sea Urchin. I can't think of the exact reference number or whatever, but I feel like James Bond today, so I was putting on the James Bond NATO strap. But always wear a watch. I just like the functionality of being able to quickly tell the time. I also think that a watch can be a serious style upgrade. I always notice when a guy is wearing a watch, and I always take even a closer look to see what they're wearing in particular. I can tell pretty much right away if they wear a watch solely because of the function or if they wear a watch solely because of the fashion. So I like to have a little bit of both, have a little bit of fashion with function, usually with whatever watch I'm wearing for that day, but a wristwatch is always definitely a part of my everyday carry. Other miscellaneous things that I may have on me at any time, usually throughout the work day, I'll have business cards on me. Also possibly like a little notepad, but I don't always carry those kinds of things. So it could be different things for different days, just kind of depending on what I'm doing. That's it for my everyday carry video, guys. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment down below on that question I was talking about earlier with the whole issue or topic of carrying quote unquote weapons and being a father, what your whole view is of that. I'd be curious to hear from you. As I said before, please remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you get notifications. I'll have a couple links down in the description, one to the Messy Kid Essentials video and another link to the blog post that I wrote in coordination with this video, so be sure to check that out. If you know of another dad who could benefit from some style advice, or just another guy who wants to start dressing a little better, be sure to share this video with them and tell them about the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And until I see you next time, guys, love your kids and love your clothes.